Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Najmu's History. We already started our first chapter of Ancient India, the sources of early Indian history. Now I am going to discuss about the last portion, the last part of the first chapter, foreign accounts. Through watching this full video, definitely you will get detailed information about what is foreign accounts and how this account is useful for the reconstruction of our glorious past. Okay, you know that from the beginning of the ancient period, a lot of foreigners came to India for different purposes. Actually, they came to India for trade practices, also as an ambassadors, and came to India for educational purposes and as religious pilgrims. Then you know that other than these travelers, a lot of Greek and Roman historians and philosophers also wrote about our country. From this, we can analyze about the importance of the foreign accounts in the reconstruction of our history. Then about the Herodotus. Herodotus was a prominent Greek historian. Actually, he was a great historian. He wrote about India in his famous work, The Histories. You can remember this name of this work, Herodotus' work, The Histories. In this work, he wrote about our great country. Other than Herodotus, there are a lot of other philosophers, Pliny and Ptolemy, also wrote about our country. But you know one thing, Herodotus do not have direct experience with our country. Actually, he do not came to India. He got the information from the Persian sources. Then another geographer, Ptolemy, wrote about the geography of India. Then, from the beginning of the ancient period, there are a lot of foreign rulers sent their ambassadors to the court of different rulers of ancient India. For example, the Greek ruler Seleucus Nicator sent his ambassador to India, Megasthenes, to the court of Chandragupta Maurya. Megasthenes' famous work Indica was a prominent work. In this work, he wrote about the Mauryan society in each and every aspect, such as economic, social, political, and cultural aspects of that Mauryan society. Actually, through this Indica, we can reconstruct the history of Mauryan period. Then a lot of Chinese and Arab travelers also came to India. Among these, Huan was a prominent Chinese traveler. Huan came to India for educational purposes. He studied from the Nalanda University. You know about Nalanda University. Nalanda University was a prominent university in ancient period. Huan Sang lived in the different court of the different rulers in ancient period. Actually, he came to India during the period of Harshavardhana. He also wrote about that society of that period. Then Fahian was another Chinese traveler. He came to India during the period of Gupta period, Chandragupta II. He wrote about the Gupta society. It was another Chinese traveler. Other than these Chinese travelers, Arab travelers also came to India. You know one thing, from the earlier periods, a lot of Arabs came to India, but They do not record about India in the earlier periods. They came to India only for the trade practices. But from the beginning of the 8th century AD, in the 8th century AD, Arab conquest started. During the period of that Arab conquest, Arab travelers like Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni was a prominent Arab traveler. He wrote about India. He lived in the court of Mahmud Ghazani, but he got the information about India from the Sanskrit sources. He learned the Sanskrit language himself and wrote about our country. From these old things, we can conclude how these foreign accounts is helpful for the reconstruction of our glorious past. Then these part is over. Our first chapter is over. Then in the next class we will start the next chapter about the Stone Age. Okay, then once again I am telling you, you can subscribe my channel and share and support, and then we will meet in the next class with a new topic. Then bye.